Hello, hello, hello out there, video world, technology gurus. Welcome to the first high-tech, high-touch software Q&A with Evo Dynamic. My name is Brian. I am the founder and head ninja over at Evo Dynamic, and we've decided to set up these live streams to answer people's questions and find a way to help out in the community. Let's see, I messed all this up because I set up a Zoom channel for this. So if you want to ask me questions in words, you can head over to the Zoom channel. Otherwise, you can stick a comment in Facebook or in YouTube. We are streaming live on both of those platforms right now, and I can try and grab those questions and get them answered up. Being our first time, we'll start the talk today about kind of software that I used to do this. You know, first of all, there's the I don't know how to do this. The first version is just hitting Facebook, and you can do a live stream on Facebook really easy. You just hit the side there and go live, and it's really built up. But we've got this fancy sidebar on the side here. Over here, we've got a little sidebar with high tech, high touch, and kind of a description thing there. I can transition with you, and I can go over to my left screen, and there we go. Now you're looking at my left screen, so I could say hello over there, and I was able to stick my logo. Oh, where did my logo go? My logo got lost. So, too many setups here. So when I'm ready, I can always go back to my main screen. I can look you right in the eye here on my left monitor, and I can switch and go to my main monitor and my main camera. So I've got two cameras set up here. One's my standard laptop camera, and my other is my HD 1080p Logitech. I think it's a 960. But this is a software Q&A, so let's get down to the software. The software I'm using today is OBS Studio. It's a free software. I'm using version 25.0.8. And there's a little bit of a learning curve, but it's little. It's really small. I was able to put together this view, that view. I've got a Chrome view if I'm here on my main page. There's one of our product websites. So there I was able to make that view and stick me in the corner. I can take that thing and I can switch to another page. There's our main website page. And so I can share that really easily. Then I can easily transfer to my left screen. If I need to look at my left screen and look at you at the same time, I can set that up on my thing, and I can transition over there. And now I can look you right in the eye as I'm demonstrating stuff on this screen. Got the camera right in my face, and just having a blast with it. And I can go back to my main screen again. So I just kind of look over here, and then I transition, and now we're face to face again. So OBS Studio is really easy to set up these things. You can set up graphics like our cover page before the show opened up. Doesn't have a microphone on that scene. So if we check that one out for a minute here of silence, you can see there. So there you saw a moment of silence while I put up that scene that I had with just the splash screen telling you about what's going on and when we're going to start. So we did start at 11:30, and we are talking about OBS Studio right now, and how it's so easy to set up different scenes. My laptop isn't strong enough, so I did have trouble with let's see, this one. Yeah, this one. So it can look at my real desktop. That's what this is set up for. If I had a little better graphics card and some other features here, this would show you my little headshot in the corner, and then it would show you the screen in the background. But I couldn't find the debugging for that. But I was able to set up this one where I'm picking a specific application in a scene and then throwing my video shot into that scene. One of the neat things I found, switching again, transitioning, one of the neat things I found was I can make OBS be my camera. So if I'm like on Zoom, I can show up on Zoom like this. I can show up on Zoom with any of my screens. On my left screen, I can show up on Zoom here. I can show up on Zoom and be switching between this screen here and my other screen here. They also have a little adapter that you could put on your desktop. That'll be just a little tapper that you can tap to go transition, transition, and pick your different scenes. Each scene has a selection of sources of where it gets its stuff. So if you look at this window right here, this is one source. If you look at this over here, that's a separate source. If you look at my microphone, you notice every time I switch cameras, I don't switch microphones. I've got one microphone, my primary microphone, that is taking in all of the input and bringing that in. So it keeps the audio pretty steady. Someday, if I get a bigger desktop, I might get like a couple more of these cameras. Did you notice? Did you see that? My Logitech 960 is awesome. We share it with the kids. We actually got the kids one a while ago, but it was like $40, and COVID hit, and now they're listing on Amazon for like $160. So I wasn't going to fill out my studio right now, as this is our first one. We are just getting going. So my plans here on High Tech, High Touch is to meet with you on Fridays, spend 5, 10, 15, up to 30 minutes, and answer questions about software tech, about websites, web applications, mobile applications. This morning, I had a nice meeting with a guy that I met who was struggling with how to use OneNote. So I kind of did a one-on-one with him for a while and showed him how to use OneNote, some of the strong search features for that, and everything. So this is High Tech, High Touch. And there's a story behind that too. Let's transition to that. So High Tech, High Touch was a course I took in college in 2000. You wish I was that young. In the no, not even the late. In the early 1990s, I was going to the University of Minnesota at Duluth in pursuit of a teaching degree. And one of the classes there in the science department is high tech, high touch. And so many of us, especially coders like myself and my team, we get so into the tech that we speak technobabble. And high tech, high touch was a course taught by the most sciencey guy in the science education department up there. And it really got down to high touch. And that's what really set the tone for this offering as a live stream, was the touch. So high tech is great and everything, but it's the high touch, it's the usability, it's the personal relationship. We really our mission statement as a company is to serve and guide others to software systems excellence. So it's not just the software, it's not just the code we write, it's about the relationships we build along the way. We really believe that every company needs a tech guy. If you see me looking over here every once in a while, that's because I'm checking for chats to see if anybody's giving us a chat so that I can answer their questions. But we believe that every company needs a tech. And a lot of companies can't afford a full-time tech. A lot of companies are solopreneurs or single owner, and they can't afford a tech. And some of our entry products are in the WordPress space. We maintain and back up and support WordPress and just help somebody get their presence launched. And the goal there is to have a relationship, to have someone on your team that's accessible to you, that you can ask for help and get help and have a consistent voice in your company. Our top level products are virtual CTO, where we actually meet with companies once, twice, 4 times a month to check in and guide the team in technology decision making and technology plans for growing a company. It could also be growing a team if you're going to start doing your own development, building your own software and stuff. The virtual CTO program will help you build that. If you're an entrepreneur and you want to build out a SaaS product, a SaaS subscription or free or something product, the virtual CTO plan can do that. In the middle, between the entry-level WordPress stuff and the top-level virtual CTO, is kind of our custom development. We've got a team in the Philippines that I work with on a daily basis. We meet regularly every day, talk about the work we're building and working on for our clients and internally, and we put that out. For me, I had trouble selling a lot of work to the small businesses because my rates were so high and I couldn't provide that, I couldn't deliver that. My time costs more in the US. So I've been able to bring the cost down for working with EvoDynamic by incorporating an offshore team in the Philippines. We've got some excellent talent in WordPress, Angular Firebase, and then Microsoft Azure that we primarily work in. So that's the high touch. In all of those products, all of those levels, it's about having a CTO, having at the top level CTO, at the bottom level a tech guy. You might consider it, oh, I called my nephew or my cousin or my uncle and got some tech advice. Sometimes that works great. Some people don't have that techie member of their family and they need somebody they can depend on. Sometimes family isn't the best one to go to, and you need a professional that can offer support, guidance, has the expertise and experience that can guide you, your company, your organization along the way. So stop in next week at the same time, 11:30, and if you have any tech questions, send them my way between now and then, and we can try and address them in our live stream next week. Check over here if there's any messages from anybody. I think nobody jumped on the Zoom. That's good, because I don't think Zoom is where I want to be operating this thing. I couldn't get Zoom to work so great in OBS Studio, but OBS is fun to learn. That's one of my favorite things, is just learning new things and being able to try them out. That's kind of why I got into technology. Seeing no questions, there is a viewer on YouTube. That's awesome. Hello, YouTube viewer. Hi. You want to say hi? Maybe that viewer is me, but it shouldn't be because that's my streaming slot. So just stick something in the chat there, YouTube viewer, and say hello. Share your name or don't. It won't be on the screen. We're not going to show that, but I'll say hi to you anyway. So come back, spread the word to your friends if they have a question about WordPress, they have a question about how to use Excel or OneDrive or OneNote or Microsoft products or Google products. I can try and answer for you, and if I can't, I'll take the question down and we'll bring it back to the next high-tech, high-touch session. I couldn't get them to bite. They didn't bite. Oh, look, the video's lagging over there on YouTube, I think. I think there's a few second lag between when I speak and it spells out to the universe on Facebook and YouTube. But holy cow, really? 15 minutes? I didn't know I had that much to say all by myself. I'd love to have you join me next time. Fridays at 11:30. We'll do that for a little while here. We may shift the time in the future, but thanks for joining us for our first live stream. And we'll see you again next time.